I've explored a million worlds, wandered through a million realms, all just to find that the two of you are extremely cringe. How's it going, people? Jack here with another reaction. So welcome to the 10th entry of me reacting to all of the trailers of Genshin Impact. Correction, most of them. Essentially today I'm going to be watching the rest of them up onto the end with the latest introduction to a character called Dehya, I suppose that's how you pronounce it. And she looks cool. She looks really cool. But before we get into doing that, it just so happened that in my excitement and the compilation of the previous trailers, teasers and demos from the last video, I forgot version 3.2. So we'll be checking that one first. The Akasha Pulse. Okay.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. We have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
Huh? Did I just see something dart by?
Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
Oh no.
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body.
Darkness, my old friend.
Hey!
It's weird to both appreciate but also knowing that things are going to turn out dark.
But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. Is it too late for an extension? Ha! Not now. Stars, shine for me.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
All right.
So, you think this is over?
Scaramouche and his Gundam.
No. I can't.
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world.
The Balladeer has already become a god?
Balladeer.
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom.
How many titles does he have?
At my command, you shall fall. My endless cycle begins.
Damn the mechanics.
Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I must admit that I'm a little scared. But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hathem's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
I'll hate them. Wait a minute.
Wizard, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
Creating a god. We are using human wisdom to create a god.
Let us reenact the scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Jeez. So I remember 2 videos ago I mentioned the fact that I would have wished that Genshin Impact could have been a MMO, and the responses were no, 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 God! But one of the best answers was somebody reminding me that there was such a thing that I played myself called Tower Fantasy. Damn, that's a... The black girl eye roll. Am I stoic enough? That demonstrably failed. I see that would not work. But also just seeing the mechanics here in the fight against Balladeer, I guess I should call him now. Well, depending on the trailers that we're going to be watching, he seems to also have another name now. But regardless, mechanic-wise, as somebody who has played World of Warcraft for quite some years and having to raid with other party members and adhering to the plan on how to position yourselves and not blaming other people for wiping, it's a great thing because everything here is on you. Existential
A friendly
void.
word of advice. Test of courage events tend to give rise to a variety of strange rumors and stories. So please, be sure to exercise caution.
How was that? Were you scared?
Ito, goddammit.
Who goes there?
So, is there really a ghost around here?
Oh, I love the style.
I might have a feeling that it's staring right at us.
Are you talking to me?
Raiden.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me.
From this day forth, Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
Dottore.
Sorry. Dude.
Dottore! In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Wanderer. Yeah.
Squall and Fury. You dare to gaze upon me?
Too OP.
Dare to mess with me?
What's on? Okay.
Too late for regret. Have fun with this gift.
Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The man got his head back. Does it mean that regaining his drip brought back his senses? Also, there's a nice trend that MiHoYo has there, you know, where you get to fight a villain and then they somewhat also become playable characters. And now he's just Wanderer. So I suppose he's wandering Teyvat to... Wait a minute, what the hell is that? Oh, yet another test of courage. Never mind. I do realize that after watching this and re-rolling, so to play the game retroactively, I'll have to acknowledge all of this in a retroactive way, so it's going to be fun. Okay, we have something here on Genius Invocation. Oh, it's the inn. It's now enterable. Okay. Oh no. I just realized what it is. Of course, a card game. Wow.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, what a nice surprise. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards. It is time to see what you are made of. With sword comes shadow. Go as one.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Look, the word "in" appeared in my head, and somewhat I started hearing the Hearthstone soundtrack playing inside of it. And also, wow, you know that your game has made it big when you introduce a card game. That's like a new indicator of a thing. Like WoW did it, League of Legends did it with Legends of Runeterra. You even had the goddamn Witcher, obviously.
Up for a few rounds of Gwent?
You know what could be spun into an amazing card game whilst keeping the anime aesthetic? Persona. Wanderer. He's Teaser.
Once more, I have lost my heart. It hurts. My skin feels like it's on fire.
Wow.
Burning me alive. Turning me to ash.
You mean, you wish you had a heart? Have you ever heard this story before?
That's amazing
There once was
VA.
a puppet soldier whose greatest wish was to be with the ballerina doll forever and ever. But the soldier didn't have a heart and didn't know where his feelings came from. One day, his owner didn't want him anymore and threw him away into a fire. But even in the flames, his eyes never left the ballerina. The next day, the people found a tiny heart in the ashes left by the fire.
Probably ashes in the shape of a heart. But
Or
that's not a real heart.
Maybe. But what if hearts can be born from ashes?
like a phoenix.
How dare you die like this?
Jesus Christ, the
And break your
gravitas.
promise to me. What a joke. It's just ashes. Nothing left but ashes. If only I could have burned to death in that fire too.
Damn.
No. In fact, I wish I'd never been born at all.
Oh no.
Never been born at all. Is that really all you wish for?
God damn. Okay, I need to double check something real quick. Okay, so the VA for Scaramouche, or Wanderer now, is a guy called Patrick Pedraza. Do I know him from something? I mean, I didn't want to say anything that may come off as being very negative, because here's the thing, okay? I need to put like an explanation on this. Like, obviously, this is amazing, and this is coming from somebody who get wowed by many things, voices and accents. Like, I get wowed about the voice of a savage Welshman.
Just up the road and stand by the push winger to go get a Quindrobble and to Sumeru go go go.
If I hear some eloquent Mandarin that I don't even understand, or somebody speaking with the clicks from Kosa, for example, I'd be like, wow, this is Oscar worthy. But this right here is, wow. he has mastered the range of his voice. That's amazing. Every adolescent boy having a hard time feeling like this is exactly what the voice sounds like. Okay, no, I shouldn't be mean, but this is good. This is so good. Also, the story there of the heart, it's like a reverse Oriana. And I know I made a League of Legends reference before, and I'm going to do it again. Alright, let's check his character demo. And the resolution is back down, jeez. What's this? Oh, it was a filter upon it. I see.
There. We heard there's an inn near here. Gonna need you to show us the way.
Ignoring them. Nice.
We won't ask twice.
Two big strong Fatui, asking me to be their chaperone. Is this some kind of joke?
funny, do you? You'll regret that!
Sure I will.
Teyvat is savage. You're seeing a kid walking around, you just want to shoot him? Well, not that much of a kid, but...
The wind rises.
Wow. Is the man just flying through combat like that?
You'll die 1,000 deaths for this!
That's a Dragon Ball
I
move.
look forward to that. Sadly, you won't be there to see it.
Yikes.
What a waste of space. Just as useless alive or dead. You were looking for trouble. No one to blame but yourselves. Huh? We're done here. Next time you're looking for directions, I suggest you find your own way.
Did they just give him a singularity motive? Is he channeling Black Holes? I mean, that's what it looked like. It's like the donut from Everything Everywhere All at Once, you know? I've explored a million worlds, wandered through a million realms, all just to find that the two of you are extremely cringe.
No sense of respect! Academic research isn't some kind of fad. Topics don't just go in and out of fashion.
Oh, some do.
Madame Farozan's life started more than 100 years ago, and her story covers as much ground as some major academic publications. What is it that you would like to learn more about? Different
Everything.
forms of pressure-based puzzle mechanisms? The base layer design of elemental monuments? Sure, I'll hang out with you youngsters.
Huh. She's an academic, huh?
Dare to mess with me? Truth repeats its course.
I feel like we've heard this before.
What do you think? Got any interest in becoming my student? What did you say? Oh, I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madame Farozan, and I'll see if I can pick that up.
Do we imagine the Wanderer going full teenage warhead on her, going like...
Fuck, you're old.
Also, I may have come across a couple of people in university and I guess college that were exactly like this. Like, it can be an endearing quality, but it's kind of scream academic validation, you know. And now this is something that I've actually watched because we watched the Game Awards, so but still, look at that. I was wowed.
Mr. Albino! Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Wanna come over for tea?
Jeez.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Those plants have withered. Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
The wind
Yo.
rises.
Kudos to the animation department and art and everything. Oh, right from the start. Huh. Got a new character. Nothing strikes fans harder in the Kokoro than a good piece of nostalgia. That, I think a lot of old fans appreciated that. Alright, story time.
It's said that long ago, a human samurai once stumbled across the Mikawa Flower Festival.
What's a human doing here? We erected the barrier, didn't we? What a pain.
At least he's not
At
violent.
the festival began discussing how to drive away the human.
Oh.
When suddenly, they heard a voice.
Drunken as always.
This is our festival, and the point is to have fun. What difference does it make if a human joins us yokai?
Oh my god, you can see all...
The speaker appeared to be a prominent figure among the yokai, and when he spoke, the other yokai fell silent.
all the
there,
masks.
young man, do you drink sake?
Yes, I do.
Ha! Then join us. We can enjoy tonight's festivities together.
And so, the yokai and samurai celebrated together. The two competed in the highlight of the festival, the Akitsu Hazara. Their spectacular game ended in a draw, and a new friendship was forged.
I can't believe a human could keep up with me.
Witnessing the dynamic powers of the yokai will certainly help hone my swordsmanship.
You're a swordsman?
Oh, yes. I'm currently traveling the world in search of formidable opponents.
Then let's make a deal. We meet for a duel every 10 years. What do you say?
I look forward to it.
The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other.
Whoa.
But 10 years later, they became best friends.
His tail.
After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel.
Okay.
However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
Why not?
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Oh, it's pretty interesting, this one. I remember having a conversation with some friends back in forever ago. I think in high school maybe, but perhaps before that, we were discussing a little bit of fiction in literature, talking about Dorian Gray and later on other immortal characters, where essentially it culminated in us discussing whether or not we would want to have immortality. And that felt to me like one hell of a pain, because everybody else would pass away, you know? You can never find or establish some firm relationships without seeing people go. And it would be like really sad, because although I would like to live long enough to see how we evolve, technology, arts, everything, seeing it flourish, at least for the better, I hope, it will also be very saddening to like not being able to cherish it with everybody else. So I suppose this is one of those enjoy all of the time that you may have kind of situation. Version 4.4.
Get together between
3.4.
sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy.
Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look?
If we actually manage to make the iridescence to our Lantern Rite grand concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
A Lantern Rite music festival?
If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wondered whether the melodies will be to their liking.
You mean, what am I doing here? I did a performance for everyone.
Yow yow. Oh.
You're up!
It's cute with the bells.
Go away!
But also must be hell of annoying when walking.
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world.
That was a tonal shift.
Filthy outsider! Your coming was foretold.
It's like a nightmare that I can't recall.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
I'll hate them. Dude.
Flicker. The process of elimination.
I'm sorry.
Drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
Oh. All right. Okay. So I think that I owe you a little bit of an explanation for the laugh there before. Ibn el-Haytham was one of the first people that I made a presentation on in university, because he is the forefather of, well, he's one of the most, should be recognized, forefather of the scientific method. The camera obscura, many other demonstration of essentially how you go through the process of elimination. Form yourself a theory, and then you start through your observation defining what it is not. So, yeah. So I kind of found that to be extremely funny, because also, you know, I just realized why Genshin is so endearing to me, because it reminds me a lot of Fate, the Fate series. Because there you have all of those historical characters that I just brought there, characterized in like the most extreme, but also like the looks that they're given are so unlike what they're supposed to look like. Like Jack the Ripper is a little girl. I just find it super hilarious that el-Haytham will be like some super duper Chad. Alright, a Lantern Rite. Bunnies. Yeah, the new year. Hold on. Which Chinese year is this? Right, the year of the rabbit. Who would have thunk? Pheasant. I like how this video has more likes than the League of Legends yearly video that many people did not like at all. Alright, the child of science.
The origins of writing are lost to time, and it is forbidden to investigate the genesis of language.
Oh.
But since their inception, these symbols have silently recorded everything. The skies, the stars,
wow,
the mountains, and the birds. Conflict, peace, and people from all walks of life. Words are strung together and edited, history made, and archived for posterity. The scribe records not only the truth, but the questions it leaves unanswered. Many of them will remain unanswered forever. The profoundest eternal questions are met only with a boundless and eternal silence.
Okay, now I'm back on track with the one thing that we know Genshin for. Endless suffering. Both for the characters
many forms, but always carries a karmic curse.
and the
It spawns
players.
monsters that lurk in the mountains where the Adepti dwell, preying on the living for decades. It manifests as devastating pestilences, scarring the world for centuries. It is the sworn duty of the Yaksha to purge all evil. But after millennia of bloodshed, karma takes a toll.
Wow.
A moment of complacency, and I too will succumb to the darkness. An instant of negligence, and it will turn me into one of the monsters I swore to purge. After millennia of suffering and endless slaughter, I now see things for what they really are.
You're your own worst enemy, huh? He should have a talk with Wanderer. The two of them should sit together at the inn and have a drink. Oh?
You slept the whole day through, you know. Good thing you're awake. You're just in time for the lantern rite.
Oh no, her voice.
Carried you here on my back. I'll go get you some medicine now.
I was looking forward to it. Nice gone. Matter of fact, you should talk to Layla as well.
Did I scare you? Don't worry, this mask is to scare away monsters. It really works. You don't need to be afraid. Huh? Are you okay? You look tired. Grandpa, give him some rice wine pudding.
Grandpa, give him some rice wine pudding. Venti, I'll just take the wine.
Well, hello there. Care to join me for a drink on this fine evening? Huh? Oh, you started celebrating already. Any rice wine for me?
Sorry. Tonight, I just want to rest.
Very nice. It's good to take the mask off once in a while. Even just for one night. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
Hmm. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 Yeah, this guy needs counseling. Like many characters in Genshin actually do need a little bit of therapy. Okay, let's shift turn to something a little cuter.
Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Come on, let's get a move on.
Oh, that's a good mantra.
Spear training is really kind of boring. Maybe I'll go play with Uruguay for a little bit, then come back and do some more training after I've had a break.
You just...
I grew up in the mountains. Auntie Cloud Retainer, Uncle Mountain Shaper. There are adepti everywhere in Liyue. I've met loads of them. If you encounter any difficulties outdoors, then let me help you. Uruguay, you're up! Ready, go! Why do so many people make such a big deal out of seeking the adepti? There's adepti everywhere, isn't there?
You're scaring me. Like, how dangerous is this little girl if she's just, like, intimate with the adepti like that? That's some serious power level.
Where were we?
Okay.
Ah, yes. Alhaitham told you he's a feeble scholar, did he? Well, that's a bold-faced lie.
Told you.
So his false modesty was just a facade to hide his true abilities?
Absolutely. He doesn't want others knowing his true strength.
Alhaitham is essentially Ty Lopez. I'm gonna defeat you with
knowledge. Well, how strong is he? Stronger than you?
Of course not.
You know, I actually ran into him last week while I was in the desert looking for creative inspiration. If he was going out there to study ancient runes anyway, why didn't he travel with me? We could have split the cost.
Oh. Teleportation.
Frankly, however strong he is or isn't, you just don't want to mess with him.
I thought you'd have learned to think before you speak by now.
We didn't say anything bad. All positive, actually.
Surely you didn't drag me out just to play cards.
We didn't get that far yet. We were just debating how good you'd be in a fight.
You keep your cards close to your chest.
Not at all.
So you don't fight much?
Yeah, right. With his temper?
I don't need to fight.
Oh.
I only need to think.
What did I say?
Everything is
knowledge.
All I have to do is find the weakest link, deal with the causal factors, and everything else tends to resolve itself.
Screams. I was just about to say Scream's process of elimination.
Essentially, more time on contemplation, less time on execution. Simple, isn't it?
Not really.
Ugh, I knew we shouldn't have brought this up with you.
I thought my answer was quite engrossing. Boss, this is good wine. I'll have the same, please.
Echoes of the
In times
heart.
gone by, one quarreled oft with Gui Zhang concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations.
Kingstone.
But Rex Lapis declared that Gui Zhang's obscuro vulpus mechanism was superior.
Oh, quick thing. Guizhong is, had to look it up, definition in the Chinese dictionary, to end of legendary animal name. In the final analysis. Okay, the end. That doesn't really tell me anything. Lord of Dust. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. To return to the end. When you end, you turn to dust.
Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last.
Of course.
War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything.
Auntie Crane.
We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
Oh. She gave it all up. Interesting. Alright. The final lantern rite. Ooh, it's fully animated. Just a little taste of what we'll see in the future. Family. Keep looking. Wow. Oh, but of course the food also looks good. Damn. Will this be the next Arcane? Fingers crossed. We need more good video game adaptations.
Oh, dear creature. Why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for power which you covet?
I've never
never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal?
You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
I can't take it.
I think that he might have seen.
Hey, I've seen that guy before.
Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
The one with half a black mask.
Should never live to remember their fall.
Let's get it on!
Ooh! A flaming lion! Lioness.
You're dead meat!
Oh man, I like that metal transition.
I'll make every effort to navigate us safely and report intel on the enemy.
And this is not half bad.
Precision strike! Let's keep going, team!
That's Kale, right?
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra.
That's it. Think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
Were they like calling out all players like, visit Mondstadt. Do it. Go back.
Dehya, can the wall really keep the sandstorms out?
She never meant for it to keep anything out.
Don't you think Sumeru City's a bit far, Dehya? She'll get homesick. Besides, who knows how the people in the rainforest will treat her?
Please, can't you let us in?
No, entry's prohibited. But the sandstorm is raging, and we have a child with us. You hard of hearing, no means no.
She was just like her.
Come on. This way, quick. Easy now. Watch your step. Don't worry. If they do find you, I'll handle it. Relax. Just trust the Dendro Archon. Things are different now.
Those aren't ears, it's her hair.
But what are you planning with all that Mora? Isn't that like your whole life savings?
You'll see when we get there.
It's a great design.
All right, we'll take good care of the girl.
Oh, it's
Your
an
generous
orphanage!
donation will be used to provide for the desert orphans.
Of course.
I'll need a name for the fund.
How about the Wall of Hope? That wall was never meant for keeping things out. It was for protection. I hope the kids can forget about all the sandstorms and have a chance at a real life.
I would have said that she was a bandit, desert bandit, but no. Also, there exist desert lioness, or desert lion, right? The animal kingdom isn't exactly my main concern. What do you know? Namibia has desert lions. Okay, that's good to know. So the inspiration may have come from different places.
Every merc knows the rules. You don't steal food from a wolf's jaws.
Okay.
Time for talks over.
Boring conversation anyway.
Yeah, that flurry of punches we saw before. Flame
I've
Mane.
warned you before.
Keep your hands off Aru Village.
Ah, dear. The green-eyed wolf answers to no one.
Nice.
Listen, I want to help you, but first you gotta back down.
Time for talks over.
Boring conversation anyway.
Oh man, these shots are amazing. Oh, that's yeah, Candace.
He's a guest, Candace. We were just sparring.
Is that right?
P.
Please, come with me.
Candace is in a good mood. You're off the hook. Remember what I told you. Final warning.
Alright, alright.
Even a wolf had better avoid lions and hunters.
She's awesome. There's a fun little contrast between the two, since like judging from outfits alone, stereotypically one would assume that, oh, Dehya, she's the one that punches, she goes straight for violence, but she wants to talk things out, whereas Candace, at the first opening she sees, she straight up wants to kill the enemy. But yeah, Dehya is a cool character. All that's left is just Xinyan and her doing a little bit of a duo. At least when it comes to those music, I mean, goddamn, that was a cool soundtrack. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you've come so far till the end, thank you for watching along with me these character intro demos and teasers. This has been a lot of fun. We finally reached the end, and yeah, looking forward to more. That said, though, wish you all to have a wonderful day, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.